it's got one that's built in that uses the, as you saw me there, I threw it on real quick, but for some reason the video card shut down and it was just running just the default video setting instead of using my Asus video card.
Sometimes you have to actually learn them yourselves. Like I'll give you an example. Spools. If you pop up your task manager, spools is just basically a program for your printer to print to your printer. And I guarantee you right now, if you open it up, it's going to be running 4K plus.
Oh,
Go ahead
I
and
know. There's
open
a
it up.
quite a few of them that's in there that,
Yeah.
like I said, I ran the thing. In fact, I still got it running in here. Like right there.
Um.
Why do Arc have like literally three of them going to the internet browser?
hmm And
Which is weird.
sometimes when you actually
By the
close
way,
your
we are
Internet
live.
Explorer and you click on Task Manager, they'll still
Yeah.
be open.
Jimmy,
It's a weird bug.
you really should warn us that we're live before you actually go live.
Yeah. Alright, well, ladies and gentlemen, sorry about that. Yeah, as you can hear, we're kind of brainstorming. I'd had the cable company come out here and take a look at my stuff the other day. Holy moly, it's blasting. There, put it there for now.
Check those sound settings, Jimmy. Turn yourself up a little bit.
But now, as you can see, we're kind of brainstorming as to why the hell. Okay, still set at 71. Let me check Discord. Make sure Discord's set. Check the voice meter. Voice meter's still set. Now go into Discord. No,
Jimmy, you need to
Discord dropped my microphone down, but the volume sound didn't go up. Alright, there. But now, like I said, it's kind of weird why I'm having this issue. And Dino, you keep saying that I'll be fine. I don't know. You know? I don't think this Intel's handling it. I don't have any issues.
Jimmy, turn yourself up.
Discord? It dropped it back down again. Stay there. Stop auto-adjusting. Auto-adjust. Yes, auto-adjusting. I'm talking. It's dropping all the way down to 20 again. Stop auto-adjusting. Stay it there.
That's a bit of an oddity.
Well, unfortunately, Discord has an auto-check thing where it tries to auto-level. And even after you uncheck that box, it will still adjust itself. Even after you uncheck that box there.
Yeah, you guys are both a little quiet. Let me see just a second here and see how loud I am.
Well, I moved the microphone away from my mouth for a minute. Can you hear me better?
Alright, test. Test. Oh, this going to get thing going changing as well. You go back down. Alright, test.
Okay, brain drain, you're good.
Alright, Discord dot auto adjusting. I've got the stupid thing turned off. Right there. Try that.
I'm actually hearing you guys loud and clear.
Alright. But now, like I said, sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. I've had the cable company come out here. Cannot figure out why the router will first turn itself off, reboot itself, and it never fails. When the router turns off to reboot, it causes the computer to turn off and reboot itself as well. And it's very annoying.
Jimmy, you're still pretty quiet on the stream.
Alright there, that's 100% on the Black Yeti. Let's see, Discord, are you adjusting? Yep, there goes Discord. Dropping the only down to 10% on Discord. I wonder if I adjusted to the voice now.
You're better now.
Really? Alright, then I'll just leave it there. I think it's set down, sound toothed. Got a slight echo, I can hear the echo.
You had that slight echo because I just opened up the YouTube page and I closed it again and I didn't have that again.
Right. Well, see, like I said, it's just I'm trying to set up the multi-stream, this everything else. I did run a two-stream, so I didn't have much issue because the Intel handled my streams and the A&D handled my game. But now, since I blew up the tires of the light, because I needed 1,000 watt, not 850.
All right.
So
I'm
let's
gonna,
go back in here. So you can go see Cheetah standing here.
That was an accident.
Mm-hmm. Holy moly, now I'm turned around. Alright,
So,
echo. Ladies and gentlemen, it's gonna just do with the echo. Anyway, so the
the
last
echo
thing
isn't on
y'all
the stream.
heard,
I checked the first portion of it, Jimmy.
yeah,
And it looks like the stream cut out just as we started talking about the first Federation buoys in the Fesarius sector. When you lost connection, Brain Drain and I had a really great conversation going about what was good coming in the game, what excited me about what was coming up, and that was the fact that this not the stuff that we know is coming, but the stuff that we don't know is coming, because they're leaving so much open and they use so much material, and then like you were saying that it's showing a really good sign that the game's going to be around for a bit. Um, But unfortunately, we didn't realize you and the stream were gone until you reconnected. So that entire conversation's just gone.
yeah. Well, like I said, that's what gave it away because I started making a comment about how, right here, and I'll show. You can go up this way and you go up this way. This little block is in this wall. You can't go through there any which way ever. Then I started talking about a couple of other things, just everything else, and then all of a sudden I saw Southern Ariston and Southern Ariston and Southern Ariston, and then the game, like, oh great, the game just kicked me, and then all of a sudden Discord went off, my stream
Yeah.
said I was no, I
And
was
see,
dropped frames, and I was like, Jesus, I started
anything,
noticing dropped frames, router could I?
yeah, anything that popped up after I had mentioned that the Rubik's cubes were the probes for the warning buoys for the first Federation, that's where it stopped. So everything after that was gone. Things that you said weren't heard. Things that Brain Drain and I said weren't heard. It stopped.
Yeah, like I said,
oh
I'm
man,
sorry,
that
ladies
was a
and
good
gentlemen.
conversation too.
It was.
Yeah. I am trying very hard to figure out what's causing these automatic shutdowns.
All right. Well, before your
Like,
computer decides to automatically shut itself down again, let's go
yeah.
ahead and go forward.
Alright, so
Well,
if you
hey,
want to get
I'm
what we
gonna, I'm
got, you
gonna,
gotta go to the raw station, test
I'm
us
gonna
for
do
items.
I'm gonna do a quick test real quick, and I want you to bear with me. Go ahead and open up your YouTube stream again, and tell me if you don't hear yourself echoing.
Well, if you
Okay.
have the stream playing through your speakers, we'll hear ourselves echo.
Yeah, we'll
But there's
hear,
no
and then
echoing
the
heard on the
copyright will
stream
kick
unless
in
the
because it's
microphones are
already copy
active.
detector.
It's through my headset. Hold on.
If it's come through your headset, I won't be able to hear it.
Okay, now hold on.
Like I said, the stream itself isn't echoing.
Yeah.
Let me.
The only time that the
done
stream
here.
itself echoed was when I had my mic open and the sound playing at the same time.
Yeah.
And that was
Okay,
about 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
That might make sense. I've got my micro open, but I don't have the stream open again.
Right.
1 second.
3, 2, 1. Shoot, brain drain.
Okay, back open again.
So as you can see, you can get all kinds of stuff in here, just everything
Yeah.
else. You can click upgrade. So what I recommend, if you really want to get everything else, this one right here, the lithium expertise and energy credit touch attack. Now on Jenny Jr., I picked up 4 of them, and I still have a bunch of them left over. So this time, I'm only going to pick up 2 of them. Well, hell, we'll just do it this way. Knock the hell out of that. Because it's only 100 credit. It comes out of 100 energy credits out.
Now, what this is, ladies and gentlemen, this console is on Trezana Station. It's only in Tribble. Well, it's only accessible in Tribble, and anytime they test something new, whether it's space and ground sets or the new reputation systems, those things will show up here, so you don't actually have to go through the process of grinding and picking them up. What Jimmy's going to do here is he's basically going to use these tools to fast level through the reputation system, so everything for it's unlocked and available. He'll also go in here and pick out the Lukari space and ground stuff and pick them all up this time, right, Jimmy?
Mm-hmm.
He forgot the
cheat way to cheat through the game. You know, the little of the next out. But guess
he
what?
forgot the engineering kit module last time
I know,
we did this.
I'm still doing that, but I still gotta do these special
And then we'll show those recordings that I briefly mentioned in the other stream, assuming that was one of the things that we talked about that we actually heard.
Yeah.
But as Jimmy's going through the process, that's why I'm talking, because he's concentrating on getting things filled out.
Yeah, because I'm going to take this down to about 50.
Mm-hmm.
I should have 20 then.
So he's going to get it set up so...
9 million some dollars, and that's the most dollars I had ever had in my life.
Right.
9 million, Jesus.
Convert it to Zen and put it on my regular account, but it won't let you do that.
No, the account, I think it's turned off here, ain't it?
It is, yeah.
Yeah, the dollars is disabled. Aww.
But yeah, so as we go through this, now I've already done this, so that's another reason why I'm talking while Jimmy's setting things up. But as you'll see in here, as when he goes in, actually opens up the reputation system, the pictures aren't in here yet. When we go to talk to what's her name over on the on Deep Space Nine for the 5 recordings that we get off of this reputation system, the audio won't be there for them yet, but those are things that are usually added at the last minute, so they will probably be there on Thursday when everything opens up. Now, everything, like I said, is available through this. So the reputation systems, all of the reputation systems, the spacing ground sets, it's all available so you can play with it. So if you want to see how combining different kits will work, or if you want to see how the new Lukari reputation does against, say, like the Omega reputation system, you can do that. You can test out the STFs, you can test out the new battle zone, as long as there's enough people to participate in them, because otherwise it's not very fun. You get a little overwhelmed, as Jimmy and I have seen a couple of times.
Alright, so real quick, as you can see, I've got over 10 million talent in. I've got 29,000 energy credits. Now the next thing you need to do next, you need to go down here, strong of ice, Totalization.
Well, Jimmy, why don't you pick up your sets too while you're in here?
Oh, okay, I can do that. Okay, right here. Before you start, working on the rotation thing, you're not going to come down here and click on this, because this will actually auto-level you. Now, granted, there is no icon there, as you can see.
Yeah, the sponsorship token, just like any other sponsorship token, will allow your XP and whatnot.
This time.
You may have. No, it shouldn't do it.
I didn't use it yet. Oh no, that's right. You need to go over here.
Yeah, you need to claim it in the reputation system,
Jimmy.
Says
claim sponsorship.
Did you forget how this game works?
Yeah, I was gonna use. Alright, so you see I take this up, go over here, select there. Now you see it's gonna disappear. Now, you can only use one. You can't get 4, 5, 6, 10, whatever, and suddenly. No, you can only use one at a time, as you can see.
Now, this process, folks, may take a few minutes to completely get through, but it's worth it to test everything out.
Yeah, because this speeds it up. Otherwise, if you go the other way, it can take a little over an hour just to get it leveled up. Literally.
Right, and if you do it the hard way, it could take months.
Yep.
Now, as far as things that are available in this map, things that are available in this update so far through Tribble, both STFs are open, although we haven't seen full queues yet for them. The battle zone is open. The Lukari reputation system is open. However, it's not in the Taylor, or at least it wasn't the last time I looked. Let me do that while we're talking. The new featured episode is in the episodes list, but it's not available for you to test yet. The both the space ground sets, they're available for you to play with, as you saw in our teasers. Here, let me look at the special armor. Now, the armor visual that we're talking about for the Lukari set, it's the one that you saw the picture of when Jimmy was showing that the Lukari reputation was available. It was a really cool, like, pilot outfit that was purple and blue. It is considered an off-duty. It is considered a well, it's not considered off-duty, but you do it through your uniform selection. And it is not currently available for me, so it's not there yet.
Mm-hmm.
The new map is available here, so you can see how the new sector blocks work. There are some areas we can't really explore yet, like Jimmy was saying with the Facerius sector. And they kind of, I guess, Jimmy, how are you doing there?
I am now working through. Do I hit the one or just the other one?
Okay, yeah, make sure you get all your set pieces for both space and ground.
So this one, you know,
make
it's
sure
got a thumbs up and it's got a question mark. The only thing that has the sunflower is these right here and the ground set. All of this is.
And those are placeholders until they have the actual picture. And don't forget your ground, your kit module.
Oh yeah, the drone.
The drone, yeah, for you. It's a grenade for me and some sort of, I don't remember what exactly it was.
Lock key, restoration, and incident after that. When you see that popped up, that means you should be able to go to the tailor and put the suit on, but it's not in the tailor yet.
Right. The other thing that's available, in addition on these maps, you have, your ability to use those sets. Now, we went through. So there's story arc stuff. There's some areas we can't really visit or we don't know what they're for yet. And anytime they do an update, Jimmy and I'll pop in here, check it out, and if it's something cool worth showing you, we'll come in and show you. But as Jimmy's kind of going through this here, we have, let's see.
Oh, I forgot the Lukari marks.
Oh yeah, you need the Lukari marks so you can actually do the reputations. Now, it's just like any other reputation. When you go through, you need to add all your stuff. Once you've added it and you reach your new tier, you have to accept your new tier, finish that out, and then start again. And I guess we could kind of recap what Brain Drain and I were talking about while you're doing that.
Now, you notice, ladies and gentlemen, when I clicked on this, it gives me 500. You might have to click this on a couple of times with everything else, but I want to say 2 boxes, maybe 3. You should be okay.
Yeah, you should be all right, and it's gonna fill your inventory with a lot of crap.
Yeah.
But yeah, make sure you pick up all your weapons. Make sure you pick up enough weapons for your ship.
I got them set up here already.
Do you have? Well, I see that you have the ones that come with the set. Do you have the rest of the weapons? So, like, do you have like normal like Lukari beam arrays and things like that?
Oh, why did they give me 2 beam arrays? I could only use 1.
Yeah, that's what I mean though, is you can only use one for the parts that are the set, but you can pick up the other ones that are going to be available through the reputation system, either from this console, or you can buy them through or as you get those boxes, you can do them that way as you complete reputation sets.
There's the space set, which comes with a torpedo, a beam array, and unknown console. That's the console. As you see, it's got a question mark. But I do have a ship that uses heavy had the dual cannons. You had the dual cannons ability.
Now that console is the point jump
Yep.
power. You saw me using it in Jimmy's teaser. Most of the powers I used were still my temporal powers. It was the only special space power that I had, with the exception of what was available with the reputation system. Traits. Traits. We have to make sure to set those up once we get through this.
Yep.
Once we get through, we'll be able to set the traits up, the space and ground traits that'll go along with it. So we'll have all that set up. So when you saw me and Jimmy fighting,
modifiers, critical damage times damage. They all seem to have critical damage times 2 this time.
Critical damage has been more important than accuracy anymore. But yeah. So anyways, the conversation that Brain Drain and I were having kind of stemmed off of what he had asked Jimmy before we got disconnected, was what we were most excited about with the new stuff coming out. Jimmy had mentioned that it was showing a sign that the game was going to be around for a while, and I had been talking about how the potential for what's coming out, like with the Fisarius sector, with Delta 4, which is in one of the systems that we're looking at. With all the stuff that's coming out on these lock boxes, and there's an entire story arc that we haven't even seen any evidence of yet. All we have is the very first one, which is the featured episode that's going to be launching on Thursday. And
right there,
Brain Drain,
gentlemen. It's there. We just can't click on it yet, but it's there.
Right. It's there. We just can't do it yet. And when they announce what the rewards are going to be for the mission, for the featured episode, and how the featured episode works for those of you who don't know, and again, this is spoilers. These are things that are on Tribble and not yet live in Holodeck. As the information becomes available, that's usually a sign that it's going to be in Tribble. So once they tell us what's happening, what the rewards are for the featured episode, and again, how featured episodes work is they are they do them they're usually like 3 or 4 weeks.
They're usually doing 1 a week. Alright, right here. Spoiler alert, if you don't want to know this, turn your eyes, don't look.
If they don't want to know this, they shouldn't have been watching all this time.
So, yeah, I heard you, Brain Drain. Thank you to the update. I'll check in as soon as I get the D-Take 9. If you've been following the temporal one, the, Admiral Annoying.
Lita.
Thank you, Lita. Admiral Lita, who did the Mirror Universe type, this and all. Now we'll have 3 of them. We'll have a mirror version, a temporal version, and now this with the D-Take 9 to look at. Now, don't get too much away unless you want me to show it.
No, wait until you finish with this and you go to Deep Space Nine to show everything.
Okay. Because when me and Aaron read this, especially on the next one and like the 3rd or 4th one, there's some interesting clues in there.
Mm-hmm. Some very interesting clues, yeah. But yeah, Brain Drain and I had been talking about how, Star Trek Online has been using bits and pieces from all sorts of different shows, and they've really done a good job of keeping it from being, just kind of a rehash of everything you've done on Star Trek, but they actually take the things that you've seen on Star Trek and they add to the story a little more, so that way you get an idea of what's going on.
For the longest time, they couldn't because they didn't have CBS approval. And when the last Star Trek movie with J.J. Thurston came out, they finally got the CBS approval. So now we're starting to see.
That was before the movie came out, though.
Yeah, the Thor, the very last. Now the one, the 2009 one, no, they did not have CBS approval. So that's why a lot of.
I want to say it happened around the time that.
Right after the second one, they finally got the approval. Mm-hmm. But they didn't. Put it this way: they got the approval, but they wanted to put down the framework So they didn't get
Yeah.
to the framework. They didn't get into until like the start of the filming of the third movie, and then that's when we saw it.
Now there have been things that they've been allowed to use, but they have done an excellent job with piecing things in, and it's looking very nice so far. I like where this is going. I think there's a lot of unanswered questions that they can use storyline to answer. Jimmy and I have been talking about what we think this whole storyline with the Zankethi means, and we'll get more into that when Jimmy starts doing the recordings on Deep Space Nine, because there's a lot of stuff that comes out there, and there were a lot of conversations that he and I have had in the background, kind of to see what's been going on and what we think is happening. And Jimmy and I have made predictions like this before.
When you hit level 2, start pay attention while you're leveling up. If you've already got the items claimed here already, pay attention to what you're picking on.
Yeah,
Because
don't
when you hit the
accidentally
next
start it
level,
over again.
You're gonna have doubles of everything. So pay attention
Yeah.
to as you're leveling up.
Very good point.
You know.
And but yeah, definitely. And as I was saying, you and I have Jimmy and I have had these conversations before where we've made predictions about what we think is happening. I know one of the big ones that he and I had gone back and forth on during the last one when they were releasing all the temporal agent and TOS stuff was, who the heck is this envoy guy? And Jimmy had it. He had it pegged. He knew exactly who it was. He had it figured out.
Yeah,
We went back and
ideas
forth on it a
goes.
little bit, saw each other's opinions, saw that there was valid arguments for both sides, but Jimmy flat out had it on the last one. And we have some ideas about this one too. We just aren't 100% sure of what all is going on yet, because we haven't seen the new episode yet, so we're just making guesses.
This is all going to be new. Granted, yeah, they seem to be using a lot of the Zoth framework, but the
ladies and gentlemen, what he's talking about with the Voth framework there is the design for the Zankethi. He and I had been talking, one of the things we had been talking about was that the Zankethis design, their shape, their relative size compared to a average player, is very similar to the setup of the Voth armor mech. And that's a completely different thing from what I was talking about, Jimmy.
The ship also.
Yeah, and the ship's not as much, but
the smaller ships are. Now the big dreadnought that looks like a flying shark or whatever they call it.
Yeah,
no.
We haven't actually seen that in battle yet.
No.
But that notwithstanding, that was not quite where I was going with it, although it's definitely one of those conversations we've had. I was referring more to our conversations about what we think is happening as far as how the storyline's working, and we'll talk more about that in a minute when we get to Deep Space Nine.
Right.
In fact, while you're doing this, I'm going to go to Deep Space Nine.
Yep. See if there's anything new there that everything else.
Right, because the one thing was...
they won't put that in yet.
Right. Well, the one thing that we were looking at, it didn't really have anything for us. We couldn't really do anything